In this video we are going to talk about the greatest dividend stocks. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. According to a recent estimate by Goldman Sachs, the S&P 500 would raise dividend payouts by around 6% through 2022. This is a stamp of approval for investors wishing to diversify their portfolios by investing in dividend stocks with a track record of rising dividend payouts. Dividend stocks did not have a good year in 2021, as many companies couldn't afford to pay dividends and had to stop or decrease them. However, growing immunization rates have reignited investor enthusiasm in dividend equities as the economy recovers. Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J. Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, a healthcare goods behemoth with three segments, consumer health, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices, is the first on our list of 10 safe dividend stocks to purchase. The company has been paying dividends since 1989, making it one of the most experienced in the industry. Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, issued a $1.06 per share quarterly dividend in October, and its shares were trading at $171.40 on the New York Stock Exchange on January 4. By the conclusion of the third quarter, 88 hedge funds out of 867 in Insider Monkey's database had reported positions in Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, worth $6.87 billion. A quarter ago, the same amount of hedge funds reported having shares in the business. Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, analyst Joanne Wunsch maintained a buy rating on the stock on December 15, boosting the price target from $192 to $195. According to the analyst, subsequent pandemic waves will eventually fade away, and utilization will pick up again, resulting in revenue growth for medical supply stocks. Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, along with the CocaCola Company, NYSE, KO, and Verizon Communications Inc, NYSE, VZ, is one of the safest long-term dividend stocks to purchase and hold in 2022. Prosperity Bancshares Inc, NYSE, PB. Prosperity Bancshares Inc, NYSE, PB, is the next company on this list, a Texas-based bank holding company that provides retail and commercial banking services to customers and businesses. The firm's stock price has risen 9.26% in the previous 12 months as of January 4. Prosperity Bancshares Inc, NYSE, PB, reported $1.39 EPS in the third quarter, 2 cents higher than expected. Quarterly revenue was $283.76 million, which was $3.93 million higher than expected. The Texas bank announced a quarterly dividend of 52 cents per share in October, up 6.1% from the previous dividend of 49 cents. Because its loan portfolio is largely variable and floating rate loans, Prosperity Bancshares Inc, NYSE, PB, is well positioned to benefit from an interest rate hike. At the conclusion of the third quarter, 16 hedge funds were long Prosperity Bancshares Inc, NYSE, PB, with a total value of $102.63 million. A quarter ago, the same amount of hedge funds owned shares in the company. Prosperity Bancshares, Inc.'s largest stakeholder was AQR Capital Management, NYSE, PB. At the end of the third quarter, the fund owned approximately 363,000 shares in the firm, valued at $25.82 million. The Coca-Cola Company, NYSE, KO. The Coca-Cola Company, NYSE, KO, is next, a dividend-paying behemoth that has been rewarding shareholders since 1989. The beverage company announced revenue of $10.4 billion in Q3 2021, which was $321.89 million higher than expected. For the quarter, earnings per share were 65 cents, exceeding average projections by 7 cents. The company has exceptional pricing ability to weather even the most difficult economic ups and downs, and its asset-light business model, along with brand leadership, gives it a dominant position in the market as a very appealing business. J.P. Morgan analyst Andrea Teixeira upgraded the Coca-Cola Company, NYSE, KO, from neutral to overweight on December 13, 2021, raising the price objective to $63 from $59. According to the analyst, the company's sales momentum will continue to grow until 2022, owing to reopening in price. In the third quarter, 61 hedge funds had a $25.13 billion investment in the Coca-Cola Company, NYSE, KO. A quarter ago, 62 hedge funds owned $24.96 billion worth of stock in the company. With 400 million shares worth at around $21 billion, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is the largest shareholder in the Coca-Cola Company, NYSE, KO. Pfizer Inc., NYSE, PFE. Then there's Pfizer Inc., NYSE, PFE, a biopharmaceutical corporation best known for developing the COVID vaccination. The company's EPS for the third quarter was $1.34, which was 25 cents higher than expected. Revenue of $24.09 billion was also $1.28 billion higher than expected. Pfizer Inc., NYSE, PFE, announced a 40 cents per share quarterly dividend in December, up 2.6% from the previous distribution of 39 cents. Pfizer Inc., NYSE, PFE, analyst Jeff Meacham maintained a neutral rating on the stock on December 15, boosting the price objective to $54 from $48. The market reacted positively to the firm's announcement of a $6.7 billion deal to buy Arena Pharmaceuticals, Nasdaq, ARNA, which will assist the company avoid a patent loss of exclusivity cliff. Pfizer Inc., NYSE, PFE, shares was witnessed being loaded up by investors. At the conclusion of the third quarter, 74 hedge funds out of 867 tracked by Insider Monkey had shares in the business. At the end of the second quarter, 67 hedge funds had positions in Pfizer Inc., NYSE, PFE. 3M Corporation, NYSE, MMM. Safety and Industrial, Transportation and Electronics, Healthcare and Consumer are the segments of 3M Company, NYSE, MMM, a provider of safety, industrial, and consumer goods. The company has increased its dividend for 63 consecutive years, and its sales, free cash flow, and net income have all increased in the last 5 years, with a gross profit margin of more than 40% and a profit margin of more than 15%. At the conclusion of the third quarter, 46 hedge funds disclosed owning stakes in 3M Company, NYSE, MMM, worth $1.62 billion, indicating that investors are optimistic on the stock. In comparison, 42 hedge funds had shares in the company a quarter ago. Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated, Nasdaq, WBA. Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated, Nasdaq, WBA, is a pharmacy-led health and beauty retail chain with about 9,000 locations in the United States and 4,000 locations in 8 other countries. Since the sale of its Alliance Healthcare business in late 2020, the company has increased its dividend distribution for 46 years and has seen its share price improve. Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated, Nasdaq, WBA, is putting money into expansion and growth. The retail behemoth earned $1.17 per share in the third quarter, topping analysts' expectations by 15 cents. Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated, Nasdaq, WBA, reported $34.26 billion in quarterly revenue, which was $869.13 million higher than expected. Consolidated Edison Inc., NYSE, ED. Consolidated Edison Inc., NYSE, ED, a New York-based firm that provides regulated electric, gas, and steam delivery services, is next on our list of safe dividend stocks to buy in 2022. The company has increased its dividend payout for 16 years in a row and currently offers a 3.63% yield, which is above the industry average. At the end of the third quarter, Consolidated Edison Inc., NYSE, ED, was reported in the portfolios of 24 hedge funds, down from 30 hedge funds the previous quarter. Consolidated Edison Inc., NYSE, ED, reported $1.41 earnings per share, which was 7 cents below expectations. However, sales for the quarter was $3.61 billion, which was $152.85 million higher than expected. Verizon Communications Inc., NYSE, VZ. Verizon Communications Inc., NYSE, VZ, is a telecommunications behemoth based in the United States that provides goods and services in communications, technology, information, and entertainment. The firm has made significant investments in 5G technology, and shareholders should continue to reap the advantages in the short future, since the high dividend yield provides solid downside protection. Verizon Communications Inc., NYSE, V's broadband, and postpaid phone sectors are also seeing net increases. Verizon Communications Inc., NYSE, VZ, announced $1.41 earnings per share in the third quarter, topping analysts' expectations by 5 cents. The company issued a quarterly dividend of 64 cents per share in December, with shares trading at $53.52 on January 4. Enbridge Inc., NYSE, ENB. Enbridge Inc., NYSE, ENB, is a Canadian energy infrastructure corporation with segments including liquids pipelines, gas transmission and midstream, gas distribution and storage, renewable power generation, and energy services. The company announced a quarterly dividend of 0.860 Canadian dollars per share, up 3% from the previous payout of 0.835 Canadian dollars. The company's 6.93% yield appears to be sustainable, given the company's extremely consistent cash flows and strong growth potential in the renewables industry. Enbridge Inc., NYSE, ENB, North America's largest midstream corporation, is attracting a lot of attention from investors. At the end of the third quarter, 24 hedge funds had Enbridge Inc., NYSE, ENB, shares in their portfolios, up from 19 the previous quarter. Enterprise Products Partners LP. Enterprise Products Partners LP, Enterprise, is a midstream energy services company in North America, serving producers and consumers of natural gas liquids, NGLs, crude oil, petrochemicals, and refined products. NGL pipelines and services, crude oil pipelines and services, natural gas pipelines and services, and petrochemical and refined products services are the company's segments. Natural gas gathering, treatment, processing, transportation, and storage, natural gas liquids transportation, fractionation, storage, and import and export terminals, including liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, crude oil gathering, transportation, storage, and terminals, propylene production facilities, butane isomerization and octane enhancement facilities, petrochemical and refined products transportation, storage, export, and marine terminal, and petrochemical and refined products. Transportation, storage, export, and marine terming. Enterprise Products Partners LP announced on Monday that it will buy Navitas Midstream, a pipeline operator controlled by Warburg Pincus, for $3.25 billion in cash, entering the active Midland Basin to tap into rising demand for natural gas infrastructure. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.